season.
Massachusetts in the white, BC in the maroon, as UMass will come out with the Kenny Connors line to start. For BC, it's Mike Posma's line. And away we go from the Mullen Center on a snowy evening here in western Massachusetts. UMass, high-octane offense throughout the season. BC into the attacking zone. Here's Posma. Posma out in front, nobody home. BC on the attack early on, and that's what we saw in the first period against BU in the Beanpot. UMass coming the other way. Here's Lottenbach looking for some help. Sends it on net, and it goes wide to the far side. Dell'Elce, he gets pinned up against the boards.
Great net drive there by Kenny Connors. Good patience by Lottenbach, and good adjustment there by Lottenbach.
This one down, and icing waved off.
Correctly, because Minetian kind of looked at the official to slow down, but that's where the danger comes, because BC is capable on the cycle, especially with this top line. When Leonard's out there, they can just wear you down and keep you trapped.
Hard hit in the corner. Leonard throwing a couple of chip shots on top of Massachusetts and Larry Keenan. This offense for BC gets buzzing, you're in trouble. Into the offensive zone. Lost by Hagens, dumped into Posma. Back out to Hagens. He sends this one, blocker save. Rebound out in front. Opportunity here for Powell, and he scores. Connor Joyce.
Well, it's been one-way traffic down that end of the ice. Let's see who gets the final touch here. It comes free in the high slot to Powell. Right here, there are three men in front, and it definitely changes direction. Okay. I think it goes off the back of one of the BC forwards. And UMass is going to challenge for goalie interference, and they've got a great case.
You see a case
Joyce
here.
and Alger, and that was a glove save. I think I got the top of Fowler's glove. Might have been going bar and out.
Damon Powell sets up Perot, poked away by UMass. Down the right side, out in front. Van Tassel couldn't find it. Good set up by James Doerr. Now UMass will try to put some pressure on Boston College, trailing 1-0 here early on. Kicked in by Musa. Joey, that is. He'll fling it around. Keenan tries to chop at it. Goes all the way back to Dell'Elce for Massachusetts.
A good fourth-line shift there, and a good carry in by James. Absolute dog.
MVP in the World Juniors for Team USA. The shot deflected. Didn't get through. Off the stick of Gasso.
Some guys are just like that. They play their best in hostile environments.
This one, a lot of hang time. Chasing is O'Neill into the corner for Massachusetts. To Dell'Elce. Back down to O'Neill. UMass will try to set something up, and Dell'Elce snapped his stick right in half. That leads to an opening here for Leonard. Curving his way towards the slot. This shot deflected on a nice block by Lucas Mercury, but kept in by BC. Tapped around, and into the corner goes Perot. Perot navigating his way around, and Mercury back. Just an unfortunate snap of the stick there for Dell'Elce. Kept in by Leonard, and fanned from behind as O'Neill got a hand in there. Now Dell'Elce, fresh piece of wood. And he'll shovel this one into the corner, wrap back around behind the net. All the way out to the near side.
UMass losing battles right now. They're losing in the neutral zone. And BC will just keep coming if you can't disrupt them.
Played off the boards to Van Tassel. Marked by Powell. Van Tassel. The scrum with Vogt behind the cage. Out to the point, Keenan. Keenan looking for an opening. Out in front, and Doerr couldn't get a stick down on it to Dell'Elce. Dell'Elce, a nifty move. Down into the corner to Joey Musa. Back around for Doerr. Good work for this fourth line, and once again, Dell'Elce can't get clean wood on it. Now Vogt, nice pass. Hagens with the backhand, but nobody home.
Another good
as a player. Meanwhile, Carve also talking about all the effort and energy and how draining it is for each and every game that you play, win or lose, as UMass can't make anything happen on that exchange. And Gustafson has Leonard. Leonard dangerous. This one deflected by Dell'Elce. Nice pass. Perot couldn't get a stick on it. Comes out to center ice for Fortescue. Koleśniczko, and he fanned on it. Still a chance. Suniev doesn't take the shot. He loses a blade. And a couple of good opportunities for UMass by the wayside. What a feed through two lines to set that one up to Leschmilis.
Yeah, odd man opportunities have been pretty hard to come by against BC this season. They're one of the better teams at limiting odd man rushes. But that time, a good stretch find and a couple of separate incidences, right? The puck comes off the stick, and then Suniev loses an edge when recovering.
They haven't had to test Fowler all that much so far in this one. It's out to the slot. Quick wrister goes wide. Dug out by Dell'Elce. Connor Joyce got a good look there. A Westwood Mass native.
And it bears repeating that BC is without Oscar Jelvik still, and he is maybe the most important piece for making their team click.
There's Posma. Blocker save. Rebound, no. And Van Tassel will try to clear it away for UMass.
I don't think it's a coincidence that the two back-to-back losses have come.
Extended ice wide.
I mean, I really think the second unit for Boston College might try to flip its way on that line chart. They've been so far and away the better unit over the last couple of games. Remember last year, BC's power play with Cutter Gauthier just so lethal. This year, it's been a little bit harder trying to find something that sticks. Maybe it's that second group.
Could be. Couple of good looks. Here's Powell. Created that first goal. One-timer. Stiga safe.
The first unit now on the ice. Powell, who is amongst the all-time leaders in games played for Boston College, does a good job there of just slowing UMass down before swivel.
19 seconds. Leonard and Mercury at center ice, and period number 2. Away we go. Draw one by BC. Perot's shot goes wide. And Mercury will take it away. 2-on-2 into the attacking zone for Massachusetts. Swiped right back by Gustafson. Cross ice pass secured by Gassot. He leaves it for Leonard. Leonard looking for an opening. He'll curl it back out. UMass back at full strength, but BC once again on the attack. This one deflected back behind the net. Gassot tries to wrap it around the far boards. Chopped at by Musa. And it goes the length of the ice. Icing will be the call here.
Reasonably fresh.
Higgins and Mercury on the draw. UMass will win it. And O'Hara will chop it in for Massachusetts. Looking right back out, but turned over at center ice. Musa with some steam. Musa's shot goes high and wide. Mercury tracks it down. And we'll keep it in for Massachusetts. Pinned up against the boards by Minetti, and O'Hara comes away with a puck. O'Hara looking for some help. Sends it out to the point. This one deflected and saved out in front by Fowler. UMass had an opening there, and Fowler able to sweep it away. Now Higgins. Higgins had it chopped away. Dell'Elce with a beautiful diving play. Still on the attack, and this one did it. And maybe kind of committed to the hit there, and that set up nicely. Leonard taking the hit and giving his team a chance to score, and that's exactly what they did. So BC on the attack with a 2-0 advantage. 16:30 to go in this second period. Clearly the message is don't let guys like Leonard in this top line get off the ice without taking some punishment. UMass has doled that out, but it still resulted in 2 goals for BC. Andre Gassot, after 12 goals last year, father drafted by Buffalo back in the 80s, gets the goal. Another opening here. And Higgins winds up. That one goes wide. A skate for Van Tassel to keep it to himself. Joey Musa will deliver a hit as well all the way back. And sent through center ice. Olfelstad will retrieve it for UMass. A change for BC. Connors can't settle it down. Van Tassel is there though. It down all the way back to Robble with 1:12 to go on this power play for UMass.
Well, that's what Suniev can bring you with that shot.
O'Hara steps through, is looking for some help with Lautenbach. And once again, BC clears. Perot will jump off for the Eagles, and Stiga will come on. As Leschmilis tries to wind it up. Leschmilis stick handling his shot. Pad save by Fowler. Hit in the corner provided by Stiga, kept in for UMass. And Larry Keenan plucking it out of the air. Approaching 14 minutes to go. Dell'Elce works it down along the near boards, looking for Lautenbach. Lautenbach can't win it, and Fortescue able to pin it up against the base of the boards. The time running out here on the power play for UMass. Dell'Elce, his wrister goes high and wide. Keenan loses an edge, and the puck comes out and all the way down with 5 seconds to go on the power play.
Oh, with Suniev back, you get two totally different groups. You go back to that 5-forward look at times to start. That's your top group, and then two defensemen on the second group with Dell'Elce and Keenan.
And now an opening here for Hagens, and he scores, picks the spot down and away, and Hagens snipes the goal off the turnover.
Your game momentum-wise, you end up with a player coming right out of the box, and that starts the rush, and a good finish there by Hagens. Realizing that potential.
Yeah. He said he wants to figure out how to use that frame and size more. First-round pick for the Boston Bruins. Stiga lost an edge. Keenan up to Van Tassel, and now here's Dorr. Dorr chips it on net, saved by Fowler as he sweeps it aside. Sent back in by Dorr behind the net. Fortescue. And O'Neill's able to poke it away as Vogt tries to backhand it out. Along the near board, Stiga. 3 players around him. Puck squirts loose to Fortescue, and now back wrap behind the net to the far side. There's James Hagens. Fortuitous sweep there, and they just sling it on down to Robble. Hard off the boards, and a nice bounce here. Mercury with an opening. His shot, glove, save, foul. And an opportunity for Lashmilis, who got a shot on.
Well, that was another in a string of highlight reel saves over the last 24 hours for Big Michael Robble.
Robble had 42 saves in the win against UConn. There's Perreault over to Stiga. His shot deflected yet again. 30 seconds on the power play for Boston College. Some good looks. Perreault out to Gassot, deflected to Powell, back to Perreault. Now below the goal line, and stolen by UMass, and Dell'Elce will send it all the way down to Fowler with 12 seconds. Icing will bring this back into the Massachusetts zone. Quick draw and a shot once again saved. 30 saves. Sondriel wins the draw for BC. Back to the point for Gustafson, looking for an angle again out in front, and this time Robble couldn't get
it. Ops folks across 3 different sports for getting us through this stretch.
I got here at 8:15 this morning. You know who I saw when I walked in?
Anthony Rosati.
Anthony Rosati.
Bingo.
Head of the operations here. 5:42 to go here in the second period. See if UMass can get one back. They've had a couple of good opportunities now. Up to 12 shots on goal to 35 for Boston College. Posma has it poked away by Keenan. Chopped back behind the net. Chased down by Posma. Berard able to swipe it away. Suniev had a stick lift, but able to get the puck out for Massachusetts. Here comes the Minutemen, and Dell'Elce. Lautenbach leaves it for Connors. Against the near boards, kept in by Dell'Elce. Dell'Elce's made a couple of big plays today for the Minutemen on the defensive side. Snapped a stick on the offensive side with 4:55 to go in this second period. Boston College.
You saw Posma head over to the official and make the too many men signal.
O'Hara with the goal that gets this place back to life. Still a 2-goal lead for BC, but see if that juices UMass. They've been playing a little more aggressively. O'Hara back to Musa. Musa gets a shot that doesn't go through. And sent out. Dell'Elce retreats to center ice and flung around the boards by Keenan.
Great hit by Ryan Leonard there on Larry Keenan.
O'Hara tips it away, keeps it in the zone for Massachusetts. Suniev gets shoved up against the boards. Lashmilis trying to dig it out, and it's going to be Gustafson. They'll fling it down the ice and knocking out Robble.
With someone like Alexander Ovechkin. He's trying to get a call there. There's no penalty there, and in this type of game.
You got Musa and O'Hara back out there with 1:45 to go. The UMass scored at the end of the second period with 1 second. Yesterday, out in front, shot save, Fowler. Musa got a good look on the feed from O'Hara. UMass applying the pressure here. Scooped up behind the net, and now taken away by Fortescue. Eyes up ice for Fortescue. Cannot make the connection. Dell'Elce has it knocked away. Chipped out towards the blue line, kept in by BC, and ultimately ricocheted out. UMass has numbers. O'Hara on the attack, leaves it, shot whiffed on by Keenan. On the good setup, and now the stretch to the other end. And watch out, Perreault had it poked away.
And we've got a high blocker side. But Rabel now 3 for 3 against Perreault in those high danger areas on the weekend.
Final minute of the second period. UMass can't break it out. Perreault again has some numbers. This shot pad saved by Rabel. Long rebound all the way out through center ice. Here's Lashmilis. Lashmilis down the slot. His shot chipped wide and high. Back down behind the net to Suniev. Suniev looking out in front for Connors. Couldn't feed it through. The other way we go. Perreault. He's been active. Sent away, but Perreault's able to get it back. Second in the country. And kill percentage. Been flawless in that department in this series. Knocked in by Yenchko, played by the goaltender Fowler. Over to the far corner. Posma will knock it all the way down to the UMass end with 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, and the kill got a bit of a bump last night because UMass had 5 power plays, but a couple of them were abridged because of penalties taken when BC was on the man advantage.
Overlapping.
It still counts the same in the percentage points.
See if they can set up one more opportunity here. 4 seconds on the power play remaining. Out to Keenan. Keenan looking for some help. Loses his man. His shot deflected. Full strength here for BC. Lashmilis trying to keep the attack going. Keenan back down to Lashmilis. He lost it. Over to Stiga. Stiga on the breakout to Leonard out of the box. Leonard down the right side. And trying to fend off Dell'Elce. Takes a hard hit. Keeps his skate. Centering pass taken away by Lashmilis. Again Lashmilis. Out in front of the crease, will fend off Lashmilis, the Bruins draft pick, 4th rounder. Fortescue on the chase, and once again, ice to face here against Lashmilis. Draw one by BC, one-timer, goes wide by Fortescue. Back behind the net, kicked out by Keenan. Yenchko sends it out of his zone, and UMass will get a couple of bodies off the ice after those back-to-back icings. Here's Leonard on the interception. Leonard, shot deflected, rebound, no save, another pad save by the big man Rabel. Still on the attack for BC. Leonard fakes the shot to Fortescue, centering pass, not there, down below the goal line. Leonard once again, pressure applied here by BC. Looking to get that goal back, poked away by Connors. And once again, Rob. Seen a few hard hits here today. Both teams administering some punishment. Hagens off the left side, got hung up from behind by Lautenbach. Out to the point, this shot. Fortescue and Powell, that top defensive pairing. This will be icing. Offensive zone draw, and it's won by BC. Good job by Sandriel. Beat Musa to the punch. Now he'll tip this one in on the chase. Powell flicked down the ice. And now they'll send him off. He needed to win that offensive zone draw. We'll see if UMass can ratchet it up here. Keenan brings it around the boards. Over to the far side of Mercury. Mercury being hounded by Perreault. In for help is Suniev. Suniev stops over to Dell'Elce. Dell'Elce sends it on, tipped wide. Still in possession here for Suniev. And his pass is intercepted by Leonard. Leonard gets spun down, and that'll send Suniev to the box. Now since that second Merrimack game, and O'Hara into the zone. His shot deflected. Powell out to to the far side, numbers the other way for Boston College. Stiga, his shot, blocker saved by Rabo yet again.
Stiga's decision-making this weekend has been really, really good. I know the point production has been there too, but he just makes the right reads and makes the right plays.
Berard got tripped up. And back behind the cage here for UMass with 20 seconds on the 4-on-4. Off the wall, into the zone. Lautenbach keeps his feet, changes course, throws it on net. Knocked away by Fowler, spun out towards Sandriel as he tries to get through center ice. And we're now back to even strength as Sunyev and Leonard will return.
Excellent look there, and Mercury a little banged up. He's favoring that right leg as he comes off the ice. He went down to a knee there. Something that Connor Garland does all the time in the NHL, just to get as much of your body to deflect that puck as possible.
Mercury's done such a good job of that out in front, cleaning up pucks. 9 goals on the season. 40 seconds remaining on this Valley Solar power play. So we approach 6 minutes to go. Keenan drops it back here for Dell'Elce, and spun down is Lautenbach.
And BC is disruptive with their kill.
Well, Schmillis ahead of Steve. Out in front, knocked away, out to Dell'Elce. Keeps it in, backhanded to the near side. Yenchko tries to chop it back behind the net. Once again is Powell, and he just sends it all the way down with 6 seconds. And that'll kill the penalty from Letourneau. Again, you mentioned it, not a great penalty to take, but able to ward it off yet again. Van Tassel out in front of the crease. Loose puck, jabbed at. Now over to O'Neill, to Dell'Elce. Dell'Elce has it poked away by Stiga. What an alert play by Teddy Stiga.
Just one move too many there. UMass had bodies in front. Dell'Elce had an avenue at the very...
About this here. As the Minutemen continue to pressure on the attack with the extra attacker. Keenan steps up. Lautenbach off his skate. O'Neill getting in there. Yenchko into the corner. As he's taken out of the play. Dell'Elce can't spin it up the near boards, and Lautenbach goes out to retrieve it for UMass with 2:14 to play.
Remember, neither team has their timeout. Both teams unsuccessfully challenged earlier today, so you can't slow things down.
Nobody back for UMass at the blue line, and now here comes Perreault out in front, blocked by Lautenbach again. Taken away by Lautenbach, acting as the de facto goalie for UMass, keeping this game alive with 2 minutes to go. Dell'Elce tries to play it off the boards to get an awkward hop. Once again, BC flings it out and heading towards the goal. Mercury couldn't get it cleanly.
UMass team in 2019-2020 had John Leonard, who was leading the NCAA in goals by 1,000,000 miles. Bobby Trevino and Mitchell Chafee both were on pace for 55 points.
They had juice, didn't they?
They absolutely did. They were a top 5 team for basically the entire year. They really, I think, would have been a Frozen Four team at a minimum. Obviously, they got their licks in the end because they won the national championship the next year. What could have been.
So Ryan Leonard gets his 25th goal of the season, now 37 points. Cole O'Hara, the lone goal for Massachusetts, and at the end of the day, 3 points on each side. And I think if you had asked a lot of UMass fans